Welcome back to Aviation This Week. Today's edition is brought to you by Lavero Aviation, your aviation solutions provider. I'm Justin Bellmore, and this week in aviation news, CAE and KF Aerospace form SkyAlyne Canada joint venture. Canada certifies a bigger payload for new S-92 helicopters, and a new Boeing tanker program passes FAA certification flight testing. We'll have all your aviation news right after this quick message from our sponsor. CAE and KF Aerospace have announced that they have aligned to form SkyAlyne Canada Incorporated, a 50-50 joint venture that will focus on developing and delivering world-class military pilot and aircrew training in Canada. Currently, CAE and KF Aerospace deliver all phases of pilot training to the Royal Canadian Air Force through the NATO Flying Training Program in Canada, managed by CAE, and the Contracted Flying Training and Support Program managed by KF Aerospace. The two companies will continue to manage their respective programs, while SkyAlyne synergizes the two, blending and streamlining services from CAE and KF Aerospace together to serve the Royal Canadian Air Force. Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company, has landed Canadian certification for the expanded weight capability option for new S-92 helicopters. The option increases the maximum takeoff weight from 26,500 pounds to 27,700 pounds, allowing an additional 1,200 pounds of payload. This capability was first certified by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration in 2015. The first gross weight expanded S-92 helicopter was purchased by U.S. customer Era Group Incorporated and entered into revenue service in the Gulf of Mexico in October 2015. Since then, explained Sikorsky, Era has added 3 more GWE S-92 helicopters to its fleet of 9 total Sikorsky aircraft. Boeing's KC-46 tanker program has now completed all required supplemental type certificate flight tests following a successful refueling and communications flight with the C-17 Globemaster III. As part of STC testing, the combined Boeing Air Force team had to validate both the boom and drogue systems for the aerial refueling with multiple receiver aircraft. They also showed the KC-46 can take on fuel from several different tanker models, conducted night and day lighting tests, and tested the aircraft defensive systems and avionics. Boeing will now submit the resulting data and reports to the FAA for review in advance of the STC award. The KC-46, derived from Boeing's commercial 767 airframe, is built in the company's Everett, Washington facility. Boeing is currently on contract for the first 34 of an expected 179 tankers for the U.S. Air Force. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to our sponsor, Lavero Aviation, your aviation solutions provider. Check out Wing's May-June issue for the CEO Visionary series featuring Scott Stewart of Carlson Wagonlit, the first company to charter a full-fledged passenger aircraft out of the Peterborough Airport. Interested in developing a career in aviation? The Careers in Aviation Expo Edmonton is set for Saturday, May 12th at Aurora Jet Partners and Morning Star Express. And make sure to tune in to our next episode on Friday, May 18th for the latest in aviation news. I'm Justin Bellmore. We'll see you next time.